was just talking with different producers at the time to write with. I went in with Rock Mafia to meet with them to write, and they played me Karma. I think what they had said was this was written with Miley Cyrus in mind, but she had passed on it, I think, and so they said I could, give it a shot.
Not steal anything. There's no such thing as stealing.
Yeah.
I also don't know who Brit Smith is. But I have the rights to it. Same. I got a really good team of lawyers and I got a really good label.
Has everyone seen what has now happened with JoJo Siwa's new song Karma? What she's basically done is sabotaged her own song for the original person who sang that song, called Brit Smith, who is now out topping her in the pop charts. You couldn't make this up.
My favorite thing about the internet and people on the internet is that random shit like this happens literally all the time. And now a woman who gave up on her career over a decade ago is now trending, and a song she recorded 12 years ago is at the top of the charts. All because JoJo Siwa said she's like the arbiter of gay pop now. I love the internet. I'm so sorry, I love it.
Before I get started as well, because I know what it looks like, this eyebrow looks like it doesn't even exist, and it's because the light is hitting at me from that angle, and I've run in the editing process, I look at it and I go, oh no, what has happened? JoJo Bobo has been making quite the impression recently. If you are unaware of the ongoings, please go and watch this video up here if you have no idea. She released a song called Karma and she did a music video for it. She has so far, she's come out and said that she wanted to invent a new genre of music called gay pop.
I wanted to start a new genre of music. And they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's called gay pop.
She had no idea who Gene Simmons was from Kiss, no idea, yet wore an extremely Gene Simmons-esque inspired outfit, had no idea. Went on to say that she wanted to be this generation's Miley Cyrus and that no one has made this much of an impact yet from her generation.
No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch.
I would agree with this if she was like starting an OnlyFans and like posting everything. But it's a song where she says, shoulda never effed around.
It also came to light that JoJo was singing a scrapped Miley song from years ago. So Rock Mafia, the record label, they had this song in the vault that was intended for Miley Cyrus. Miley didn't want it and it spent ages in there, and then JoJo then picked it up. She didn't write the lyrics, even though she has made statements such as, I've been working on this song and I wanted it to be about my ex. She's made those comments. Ironically, you cannot find that video of her saying that anywhere, and that was at her launch party. She gave this whole speech and people reference it, and because you can't find it anymore, it leaves people really confused, saying, well, she didn't actually say she wrote it. She basically said that she worked on it and listen to this part, it's about her ex, implying that she had some sort of writing contribution when that is just not the case. After that had happened, circulating Brit Smith. Who is Brit Smith? 12 years ago, this lady called Brit Smith was trying to get into the music industry. She had been given this song, her and Timbaland, which is the reason why, in my opinion, it just sounds so much better than JoJo's. And Brit's voice, I just prefer Brit's voice. That's just my own personal opinion. I just think her version just slaps. I think her version, I actually downloaded it just to make a point. Anyway, I'm not joking, I'll put it up here. And anyway, so Brit Smith, this video, this teaser promotional video that never really saw the light of day came out, and I can't play it to you because it will be very heavily copyrighted.
You seem to have something a little common with JoJo Siwa, the song Karma that's out. I understand you actually recorded this song back in 2012?
Yes, back in 2012. So it's a shock to me that it's got a new life, which is amazing. But yeah, with Rock Mafia back in the day, it was supposed to be my first single. Sort of things changed and I went with Provocative instead, and shouldn't have done that really. We should have gone with Karma. That was my first choice, but label things was led in that direction, and we went with Provocative, and then I left the industry after that. And so it hasn't seen the light of day until now.
This was 12 years ago, so the song just sat. It sat just waiting for someone else to pick it up. Miley didn't want it. So who else wanted it? JoJo.
Originally, I was scared of the lyrics. I was 18 years old. I didn't want to say bitch. I didn't want to say I was a bad girl because I wasn't a bad girl.
And this is what JoJo had to say when a news reporter cornered her and asked her, do you know who Brit Smith is? Did you steal that song? It's too much.
People think you stole that from Miley or Brit Smith. Now they're accusing you of stealing the song from Brit Smith on the internet. Can you give us a little background? Where'd you get the song? Was Miley involved?
Okay. The background on Karma, honestly, it's an old song. I was pitched it. I loved it, was obsessed with it, so I grasped onto it.
Why not that instead of a new song?
No, that's a very normal thing. A lot of songs are
Okay.
What happens is people write songs and then they just don't do anything with them. And then a few years later it makes more sense for another artist. But no, the team behind Karma is an incredible producing team. Rock Mafia.
Was it supposed to be Miley's song?
Rock Mafia has done some of the best fucking hits. You know, Rock Mafia did Can't Be Tamed. I Love You Like a Love Song, Baby. Rock Mafia did It Took Too Long for You to Call Back, Potential Breakup Song. They've done so many hits, and so they are the team behind Karma.
Yeah.
I just knew that song was a special song. I knew it was a work of art, and I knew that it fit. It fit exactly the vision that I wanted to create for the world.
Was it originally Miley's?
I don't know.
You don't know. You do know.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Did you steal it from Brit Smith?
I did not steal anything. There's no such thing as stealing.
Yeah.
I also don't know who Brit Smith is.
She sung it before you, apparently. And it's been going viral online.
Clearly not that viral, because I haven't even seen it. It's about me, so. No, I've seen the thing about the one, Choose Your Fighter, one of my other songs. But no, that's the same situation. Somebody else did write it. I did not write the song. And
You got the rights to it.
But I have the rights to it. Same. I got a really good team of lawyers, and I got a really good label.
What she's saying is true in the sense that she isn't actually stealing the song, and Brit Smith made it known that she didn't write the song either. She was also pitched this song. She's done her own version to it. So they both released different versions of the same song, and they're both titled something a little bit different. The thing is that JoJo is completely avoiding the question, was this supposed to be a Miley song? I don't know. You know. And when you then go and you hear her she did an interview where she was talking about the creative inspiration behind everything to do with the song and the music video. And even she states that she was way more interested and way more into the music video than she was, with the actual song.
Karma music video is actually more my baby than the Karma song itself. I am a super visual person. I'm a super visual artist. I like to make art. I like to make a vision, and I like to make it come to life.
Is there anything the matter with that? Not necessarily. I mean, there will be artists that do like making the music video. You have a lot of artists that will always make music videos to most of their hit songs. But the fact that she was way more invested in the music video, the dancing, the telling a story, I don't know. I think that does say a lot about where her head really is at when it comes to this. Does she really want to make music? Does she really want to sing, or does she just want to be a creative and create the music video and the dancing? Because that is where her background is. I know she has done songs, but all of them came along with a very creative, in a way, music video.
I also don't know who Brit Smith is.
She sung it before you, apparently.
Why does she have to add in, I don't know who Brit Smith is? Surely you must have known. Surely they must have said, yeah, this was made for this person. They trialed it, but not.
So it's an unreleased video, which actually it kind of has been released because, like I said, it's on TikTok, it's on YouTube. People have been seeing it. Yeah. They've been playing it. They've been checking it out. I saw that Timbaland was in it too.
Yeah.
How did you manage that one?
So we had just started talking about working together, and I was just talking with different producers at the time to write with. I went in with Rock Mafia to meet with them to write, and they played me Karma.
What didn't help the situation is that Britt then did an interview. Even she said, it's nice to hear someone else's take on it, i.e. JoJo. It's nice to hear someone else's vocals on this thing, whatever. But she said that, she only really did a couple of things. But then for the past 12 years, she has been in the, I think, hair industry. So, like, working alongside quite big people. So she has just been off doing her own thing. By the looks of it, doing very, very well, because her apartment, house, whoever, whatever, looks beautiful.
Written with Miley Cyrus in mind. But she had passed on it, I think. And so they said I could, give it a shot recording it. And I did it. And they liked my version. And then because I was in talks with Timbaland at the time, we said, why don't we just start with this one? You can produce this and then we'll do more together. And that's what happened. He produced that. And then we shot the video. And then actually it took a few months because all of the video was done in post-production with this illustration of the church and everything in the background. And in that time, I recorded Provocative, and the label thought that was the better first single.
Did you do any writing behind this song? Because I know that you did say that they played the song for you. So I'm assuming that it was pre-written.
Right. I had gone in to meet with Rock Mafia to write together, and they played me this as some songs that they were working on at the time. And I was like, oh my God, no, I really love this. I would love to try it.
Izzy, a lot of fans are saying that you did the song better than JoJo. What are your thoughts on that?
That's very nice of them to say. I feel like it's just a testament to how strong the song is itself, that it stood the test of time 12 years later. And I'm just happy that people are hearing it and liking it.
Do you think JoJo did it justice?
Yeah, I think, it's nice to hear different interpretations of it. I was, attached to my version, but it's nice to hear.
Still currently putting out music? Is there something that we can listen to, or have you given up on the whole music scene?
Well, I had kind of given up. I gave it a lot of time in my life, and I now work at Color Wow, a hair company. But
with Chris Appleton.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Yeah, but I feel like this has given me new life a little bit, and I'm inspired by all the comments that people are writing to me saying they'd like to hear more. So I do have lots of songs that I've written, and so it's kind of making me question, like, maybe I should, jump back in a little bit.
I think you should use this opportunity to capitalize on and start putting some stuff out, because obviously all eyes are on you right now.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try.
This may just be the kick that you need to get back into the industry. And Britt was there thinking, yes, you can see the cogs are turning. What did she do? She released her version of Karma, because you have to remember they both have, their own versions to the song. She then released her version, and her version out-topped Karma. So she's basically used this as an opportunity for her to then put out Karma's a B, and it's just skyrocketed. And I won't lie, it is way better, in my own opinion, it is way better than, JoJo.
I was a bad girl, I did some bad things.
It reminds me of all of those kind of Disney-esque, I Can't Be Tamed, all of that came out, around that kind of time, or a little bit before, a little bit after. It just reminds me of that, and I think it's better suited for that. So when JoJo came out with hers now, it just sounds really outdated, but Brit's doesn't. Also the fact that it has Timbaland as a producer on it, who, if you know, like, Timbaland is like one of the best producers out there, especially for that time period. So it just makes sense, and it just sounds so much better. So she has now topped the pop chart. She's now number 3, I think, and JoJo is 30 something. So JoJo has well and truly tanked this song. I think if she didn't make it such a big deal saying, I don't know who Brit Smith is, when, come on, like, how can you not? I don't know who's at fault. JoJo is just being snarky, or Rock Mafia are just not telling her. How do we know and you don't know, and you're the person who sang the bloody song? That doesn't make any sense. So I think if she hadn't have been so, I don't know who that is, and she hadn't have done hadn't been involved in all of this chaos, saying that she wanted to create a genre of gay pop, and that, she is the very first person in her generation to come out there, and she's going to do something that no one else has seen before. If she hadn't have said all of this obnoxious stuff, and I will call it obnoxious because I just think it's not reading the room and not knowing who your audience is, who the people were before you that have done things like this. If she hadn't have done that, then yeah, I don't think people would be as hard and fast on that save to playlist as that download, because I was listening to it whilst I was running today, actually. Download it on Spotify, Apple Music, and other streaming services. And I just think it's incredible. I mean, get your coin, Britt. She has seen her opportunity and she's going to take it. My personal opinion, the song is so much better. That is pretty much all I wanted to say on this situation. This is like a part 2 of my part whatever of the JoJo Siwa thing. Yeah, have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.